My name is Deb McCarthy, and I am an educator. My mother, my sister, my daughter, and my daughter-in-law are educators. In 1956, my mother was in the first class of women to graduate from Boston College. Tuition was $350 a year. Soon, she was married, working, and the mother of 5. My parents were able to handle debt, buy a car, own a home, and raise a family. In 1989, I would graduate from Bridgewater State College. Tuition was close to $4,000. My husband and I were able to handle debt, buy a home, own a car, and raise a family. My sister would graduate from Boston College that same year. Tuition was $18,000. However, she and her husband were able to handle debt, buy a home, own a car, and raise a family. My husband and I are the parents of 4 college graduates, 3 from the University of Massachusetts, when tuition and board was around $23,000. Those 3 were able to secure jobs, one as an engineer, another as a lawyer, and another as a CPA. Jobs that allowed them to handle debt, buy a home, raise a family, and own a car. Our 4th graduate, an educator, was not able to handle the debt, buy a home, own a car, or raise a family without significant assistance from her parents. She, however, is one of the lucky ones. I met more than a few educators last year during our contract actions who were devastated as they shared with me that they would never be able to afford a home, own a car, or raise a family, as they simply couldn't manage their student debt on an educator's salary. Several told me that as much as they loved teaching, they simply couldn't afford to stay. In 2022, tuition at UMass Amherst was over $32,000. At Bridgewater State, over $30,000. At Boston College, over $80,000. In 2022, the average starting salary of a teacher in Massachusetts is around $46,000. We wonder why we have an educator staffing crisis in Massachusetts. This is so much more than a student debt crisis. This is a crisis for public education, as it is financially impossible to handle debt, buy a home, own a car, or raise a family if you choose to be an educator in Massachusetts.